Hi chums, this is a little video about Osage Orange wood for Kevin Bacon. It's not about gardening or wood turning or anything else. It's just about how the wood changes over time and about the difficulty of working with it. Kevin's got a fantastic big piece of Osage Orange, and he's going to use it to make knife scales, and I have made some pens with it, and it is extremely hard to work with. So I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Right, Kevin, there's the pen against a white background. I'm doing this in the greenhouse because it's so dark in here, or so noisy outside with the way the wind's blowing. Now, if you can see there, that was marginally lighter than that when I got it about 3 years ago. So it hasn't darkened very much, but as you can see there, that's been cut diagonally across the grain, and it makes for a very nice, like a tiger stripe effect. But there is a problem with that, and there's one of the problems there which I'll come to. With that effect there, the problem is if when you're turning that, if you catch the edge of one of these, I suppose we'll call them scales, like fish scales, with the way the grain lies, if you catch the edge of one, you'll just rip the whole piece out from that grain back and leave yourself with maybe down to the tube. I've done it many times, and it seems as if the layers between the filaments in the wood are not as well glued together as in other woods. It's a more brittle, it's like a super glue joint. It's very brittle, and they do explode very easily. And the reason I kept this pen is because it took me so long to make it. It was a labour of love, you know, and it's not a very particularly well made pen. You can see that the curve here does not blend very well into the barrel, but I kept it because I put so much time in it. Now, another issue that will interest you, I'm sure, is the fact that it has split. Now, I need to bring it up here to see where the split is. Right, the split is just at my thumbnail. What do I see? Get that in focus. At my thumbnail. And what happened there was I had that pen in a jacket that I hung in the little cloakroom that we use for a hot press now, and the heat of the hot press, even though it was insulated, the heat in there was enough, I reckon, to crack that pen, because up until now it wasn't cracked. Now I'm going to take that off again. I'm going to dismantle this pen and try to super glue that, and basically we have the technology, we can rebuild it, because I don't want to lose it. But it's a I find it a very unstable wood, and now that has cracked, and that's cracked right across the grain there. It hasn't cracked with the grain. So, but it is beautiful, isn't it? Like when you see it, it's really lovely. Look, it's cracked there too. It has cracked the whole way around. That's two cracks. There's one crack there, right, on that half, and up here there's another crack going underneath the nib and around the other side. So there's two cracks. And that's just since I hung that coat in the cupboard, so I'm very disappointed about that. But that's the nature of the wood, you know. If you can get it to work for you, it is absolutely beautiful stuff. But it is hard to cut. You need very sharp tools and very high speed, and but you do get the nice result if you get it right. So there you are, Kevin. For what it's worth, cut it fast with very sharp tools, and keep it away from extremes of heat, because it doesn't like it at all. Now there's that crack. That crack seems to be getting bigger as I look at it, you know, and that wasn't there last night. So whatever has happened, maybe I've taken it out of that hot press, and it has cracked because it has shrunk the other way. So there you are. So Osage Orange, well worth working with if you can be bothered. But I hope that was of some use to you, Kevin. If I were you, I would try. That's a lovely effect there, that like tiger effect. Let's get the camera in focus himself. That effect there is beautiful if you can get it, but it's very unstable. So I'd be careful of how I cut down the grain with it, and you don't want to lose that effect either, but you can maybe go for a bit less. So there you are, Kevin. Hope that was of some use to you. All the best now. Bye bye.